The conversation of either party leaving, it's a dicey one. It really is. But it's something we all experience at one point. Either you want to leave, or the person you're talking to or dating wants to leave, and it's a sucky conversation to have. Nobody wants it to happen, but it seems to always happen at some point in our lives. And it doesn't even yet necessarily have to be someone you're talking to or dating. It can be friends, family. I mean, people come and go all the time. That's just part of life. Sometimes you find that you aren't as compatible with somebody as you thought you were. Maybe you didn't know them like you thought you did. That's just kind of the end of the story at that point. But with leaving and people coming and going, you or the other person obviously don't want them to go. You probably want them to stay. And of course, there's different scenarios for that. That's not always the case. You might want them to leave, and that'll just be that. But if you're like me, or how I once was, you probably wanted that person to stay. And were confused, or rather surprised, to find out they wanted to leave in the first place. And you might not have gotten any warning signs, anything at all. It might have just happened. Or maybe you did see it coming. You were keeping your guard up and preparing yourself for the worst. And that's sometimes the case. But if somebody wants to go, at the end of the day, just let them. Because if they want to go, if they don't want to be there anymore, is it really worth fighting to try and keep them there? What are you going to do by trying to get them to stay? Stall them for a little longer? Start an argument with them? End on bad terms? Oftentimes, at least from my past experiences, from when I was more immature to say, when I tried to get someone to stay and tried to fight it, all it usually does is just cause you to end on bad terms with somebody. And although it's easier to move on that way from that person, nobody wants to end badly. Like, that sucks. It feels like shit when somebody you've made these memories with and spent all this time with and cared about so much, all of that just for it to end badly between you two. And now you hate each other. So if you really care about them, and they really mean as much to you as you think they do, or as you say they do, then let them go. And I say this for a couple reasons. The first one being that, well, if you just let them go, for one, they'll probably appreciate that much more than they would you trying to fight it. Because if you really care about this person, you respect every decision they make and what they do as a person. And if you try to fight them trying to get out of your life, and you try to stop them from going, you're not respecting their decisions anymore. You're going against that. And, and people don't like that, of course. I mean, I wouldn't. So why would I think somebody else would? I mean, of course, there's the few cases with some psychopathic people who want you to beg them to stay. Because some people are crazy, some people are like that, but not everybody is, thankfully. And just because they want to leave your life doesn't mean it's always your fault. In some cases, sure, it might be. But that doesn't mean it always is. Sometimes things just come up in life. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. It's a part of being human. Not everybody you meet in your life is going to stay. And that's okay. Because with the loss of one person, opens the doors to many things. And on top of that, just because one person is left doesn't mean all the other people that are still in your life are gone too. And most importantly, just because that one person you really cared about is gone, doesn't mean the world is over. Like, sure, maybe they said something that hurt your feelings. Maybe you were surprised by them leaving. But take a look around you. Look outside. Look through your house. Look at everything around you. Has anything changed? No. Everything is exactly the same as it was before. And really, it's not going to change. Unless you let it change. The only thing that might change is your thinking. And how you see things and how you see other people. But has the world stopped going? Has the environment around you and the world and everything altogether, has anything changed or stopped? No. Everything is the same. I always think about that one meme that I always would see on Instagram every now and then. It was like a picture of the world before something bad happened and a picture after something bad happened. And it was the same picture twice, showing that something catastrophic may have happened in your life. At least in your eyes. But on a bigger picture, on a larger scale, nothing's changed. You're still the same person. You're still living the same life. And you're still on the same planet, breathing the same air. Like, you're okay. You might not feel okay in the moment, but you really are okay. Nothing is gonna detrimentally impact you. You are not dead. You are still alive. That's what's important. The fact that you are still alive, and your life continues. You've got a lot ahead of you. So, if you think the world is ending, you gotta think twice about that. The loss of one person does not mean like the world is gonna explode or something like that, or something goofy, like it's gonna be like that shitty movie 2012 where like Yellowstone erupted and the tectonic plates like shifted in like a million different directions or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. That's not gonna happen just because one person you really cared about left the world. Everything is the exact same as it was. And with that person gone from your life, you can make a change to yourself. If you're feeling sad, you've just been given the right tools, the right energy, and the right time to improve yourself. You now have a chance to glow up. You have a chance to become a better person, a more mature person. And from this person leaving, you've learned lessons. You've become a wiser person. You might make smarter decisions. the next time you're in a situation like this, or with somebody else. You have a chance to grow and a chance to be better. You can start building a new you. And that is the most beautiful gift that you can really be given in life. A chance for a fresh start. That's all I got for today. Stay blessed.